wind doctor Randy Jingleski, WHD.
And I'm just an average working class person, Jeff.
Tonight we're going to learn about the wonders of wind energy.
But that sounds really complicated and impractical.
No, it does not. Unsurprisingly, wind energy is more simple than other entities of energy production, including but not limited to nuclear subparticles.
That sounds really confusing.
Let's take a look.
Wind is a form of solar energy. Winds are caused by the uneven heating of the atmosphere of the sun, the irregularities of the Earth's surface, and the rotation of the Earth. Wind flow patterns are modified by the Earth's terrain, bodies of water, and vegetative cover. The wind flow, or motion energy, when harvested by modern wind turbines, can be used to generate electricity.
So the sun makes wind.
Sort of.
So basically, the whoosh creates that.
Yes, let's take a look on how that physically occurs.
As you know, wind energy can be used to create mechanical energy or electricity. Wind turbines convert the kinetic energy in the wind into mechanical power. In olden times, this mechanical power was typically used for specific tasks, such as grinding grain or pumping water. Nowadays, a generator can convert this mechanical power into electricity to power homes, businesses, schools, and the like.
But what about the spinning part?
Wind turbines, like aircraft propeller blades, turn in the moving air and power an electric generator that supplies an electric current. Simply stated, a wind turbine is the opposite of a fan. Instead of using electricity to make the wind turbines use wind to make the electricity. The wind turns the blades, which spin a shaft, which connects to a generator and makes electricity.
Modern wind turbines fall into two basic groups: horizontal axis variety, like the ones used on traditional wind farms for pumping water, and vertical axis turbine design, like my friend here.
Most large modern wind turbines are horizontal axis turbines.
But what are the advantages and disadvantages of wind-generated electricity?
Well, for starters, wind energy is a free, renewable resource, so no matter how much it is used today, there will still be the same supply in the future. Wind energy is also a source of clean, non-polluting electricity. Unlike conventional power plants, wind plants emit no air pollutants or greenhouse gases. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, in 1990, California's wind power plants offset the emission of more than 2.5 billion pounds of carbon dioxide and 15 million pounds of other pollutants that would have otherwise been produced.
But what about the disadvantages of all the winds?
Well, there are some key issues. For one, even though the cost of wind power has decreased dramatically in the past 10 years, the technology requires a higher initial investment than fossil fuel generators. Roughly 80% of the cost is the machinery, with the balance being site preparation and installation. If wind generating systems are compared with fossil fueled systems on a life cycle cost basis, counting fuel and operating expenses for the life of the generator, however, wind costs are much more competitive with other generating technologies because there's no fuel to purchase and minimal operating expenses.
Wow!
There are also some environmental concerns. Although wind power plants have relatively little impact on the environment compared to fossil fuel power plants, there is some concern over the noise produced by the rotor blades, visual impacts, and birds and bats being brutally killed by flying into the rotors. Most of these problems have been resolved or greatly reduced through technological development or by properly siting wind plants.
Hello?
Hey Doc, is there anything else I need to know?
Not really.
Oh. Well, okay.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
I'm gonna fly away using wind!